Good morning, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Chimoli. Today is another new day. I'll be teaching us on how to cut off shoulder bustier, the normal off shoulder bustier. So that is what we'll be learning today. So this is the fabric I'll be using for this tutorial, and then here I have my measurement I'll be using for this tutorial. So please do well to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you have not done so, and hit the notification button to get notified whenever I upload videos. So I upload new videos every week. Yes, I upload videos every week. So this is my fabric, and here is the measurement. Let's get started without wasting much of your time. So here I have my fabric here. The measurement we'll be working on today is bust measurement of 38. As you can see on my paper here, I have bust 38, bust point of 10 inches. I have under bust 13 stroke 30 inches. The 13 inches is for the vertical measurement. Yes, I'm correct. Vertical measurement. Then stroke 30 is for the horizontal measurement. That is round. Then shoulder to waist measurement is 17. We have our shoulder of 16 inches. The waist measurement of 32 inches. Yes. So let's get started. This is the fabric. I've already folded my fabric into two. So how you get the amount, in case if you are cutting on a very big, maybe a full piece of material, maybe 6 yards or 4 yards, how do you get the amount of fabric you'll be working on? So you measure the fullest part of your measurement, which is the bust measurement. That's the biggest measurement we'll have on the list. So I'll be marking it out, then I'll add extra, maybe like extra 4 to 5 inch of sewing allowance, so that by the time I'll finish cutting, I will not have shortage of fabric, or I will not have excess for those that don't know how to manage their fabric. So let's get started. So my fabric is on fold already. I've already marked out the amount of fabric I'll be working on. So first of all, I'll measure here. I'll measure. I hope you guys are seeing what I'm doing. I want to set the camera well so that you will get everything. Okay. Okay. Yes. So, sorry for that. So here now I will measure out my shoulder to waist. I have shoulder to waist measurement of 17 inches. So I'll be adding extra 1 inch of sewing allowance. So I'll have here, this is from shoulder to waist, I have 17 plus 1 inch, making 18 inches. So this is my 18 inches. So here, whenever you are cutting an off shoulder bustier or anything off shoulder, you can maybe you subtract 4 inches. Some people do subtract 3.5, 4 or 5 inches, 6 inches. It depends on how you want the off shoulder to be. So here I will be subtracting 5 inches of sewing allowance. 5 inch, no, sorry for that. I'll be subtracting 5 inches of my off shoulder. So here is the 5 inches. Already I've gotten my shoulder to waist, which is 18. 17 plus 1 inch of sewing allowance. That is what we'll have here. So I will go ahead to mark out these 5 inches for the off shoulder. So I will mark it out this way. So I will mark it out, and I'll be cutting it off so that we'll understand what we are doing here. So let me cut it out first. La, 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 la. It's off. Yeah. Okay, this one is off. Be here. Don't need it. So let's continue. So what I'll do next is I'll go ahead to measure, to mark out my shoulder measurement, which is 16. 16 divided by 2, you will have 8 inches. Whenever you are trying to measure or mark out your shoulder measurement, always divide by 2. And when you divide 16 by 2, you have 6 inches. And sorry, you have 8 inches. So here we mark out your 8 inches. Here, this is our 8 inches. We mark it out this way. So from here, you subtract your 5 inches. Remember, we'll cut out minus 5 inches. So from here, you place your tape rule and you'll be marking out your armhole measurement. So the armhole I want to be using the armhole of 8.5. You can use 8 inches if you want. So this is it. You mark it out. Okay. So here I'll be marking out all my vertical measurement. I hope I'm right. Vertical measurement. Yeah, this is vertical. Here is horizontal. Okay. Then my shoulder to bust point, I have 10 inches of bust point. You mark your 10 inches here. Then the under bust, I have 13 inches. So this is my 13 inches. You mark it out. So here, then I'll be marking out my bust span. My bust span. The bust span I'll be using is 8 inches. 8 divided by 2 will have 4 inches. Then I'll be adding extra half inch of sewing allowance, making 4.5. So this is what we have here. You, from top here down to the shoulder to the waist measurement, you'll be marking out 4.5. You'll mark out your 4.5. This is 4.5. So let me make it visible enough for you guys to see. So this one here. Okay, then I'm done marking it out. Remember, this is the bust point. This is our under bust measurement, and this is the bust point. So on this bust point, I'll be going up by half inch, and I'll be also going down by half an inch. The reason is this way. This is it. This way, you place your tape rule here. You measure half inch up and half inch down. You see, bottom and top. So the reason for this is so that I will not have this sharp edge by the time I will curve my bustier. I don't want to get this sharp edge. That's the reason for this. So then on the under bust measurement, I'll be going I'll be coming in by 1.2. That is a 1 inch point 2. You can use 1 inch if you want. You can use 1.2 like this. Then I'll also do the same outside here, 1.2. So here I'll come down, I will measure out on the waist measurement. I'll be marking out 1 inches here, in and out, 1 inch in, 1 inch out. So that is what we are doing here. Then on this place, on this -5, I'll be coming in by half an inch in. I'll come in by half an inch. Then I'll go out by, you can go out by 1 inch or 1.5, 1.2 or 1.5. Then let me use 1.2 here. You can use 1 inch. You can also use 1.2. You can use 1.5 depending on how curvy you want your bustier to be. So this is what we have here. I will go ahead and connect this from here to this 1 inch above the bust point. I will do the same here. Then from the 1 inch, half inch below the bust point, I will also connect. Let me connect the lines. I will see the outcome. So here I'll be connecting this way. This one. See what we'll have here. So then I'll be using, you can use your free hand to make a curve from here down to this place. If you have French curve, you can use two. So let me use this my cut um, French curve to mark it out this way. Please don't mind my marking tool. So I hope you guys can see what I'm doing. You can see the curve. I've connected already. You can use free hand. It's very easy. Okay. Then I'll be using my ruler to connect this 1.2 here to the bust point this way. You can see the curve have already taken shape. Oh, sorry for the noise. Okay, you can see how nicely and curved it is. You see, it's very neatly curved. Yes. You see, the sharp edge is not showing, it's not visible. You can see that's the reason for the half inch above and half inch below. So we are done with this. The next thing we are going to be doing is to I want to mark out my neckline. The neckline I'll be working on is sweetheart neckline, and I want the neck depth to be 7 inches. I want to go down by 7 inches depth. You see, you can use 6 inches, 6.5, 7, 7.5, depends on your choice. So after I've done this, I'll connect like this. I'll make a sweeter curve. This is a sweeter neckline. You can decide to use V-neck. You can use a round neck. You see, this one I'm using freehand. This way, see, this is my sweeter neckline. So then from here, then on this measurement, I'll be marking out my bust measurement. I have my bust measurement of 38, which is by 4, that is 9.5. You mark it out 9.5. Then I'll go ahead and measure whatever I have here. I will transfer it here. Some people do measure for, but me, I normally use this place. You understand? So I'll put it here. I'll measure. I have a 1.7. So you measure whatever you have here and here. So you transfer it here. This is 1.7. I'll transfer it here. Then I'll mark out my sewing allowance. I'll be using sewing allowance of 2.5. That is 2.5 inches. You see, here you can use 3 inches if you want, depending on how you sew. So after I must have done that, then the under bust, this is where the horizontal measurement or the round under bust measurement will come in place. So remember, the under bust we have is 13 inches. On that 13 inches, I will be marking out the horizontal measurement, which is 30 inches. And 30 inches divided by 4 will have 7.5. If I'm right, yeah, I'm right. 7.5. So after you must have marked your 7.5, then you place here and measure out what we have here. We have 2.5. You remember we'll come in by 1.2 and 1.2 outwards, making 2.5. So I'll transfer it back here because here will be cut out. We are going to cut out this place. So you have to transfer whatever you are cutting out here. If not, you will be shortage of, in fact, you will be very hot by the time you want to sew if you cut it exact. So, and I don't want to be hot. Okay, after I've transferred it, then I'll be adding my 2.5 inches of sewing allowance. Then I'll go ahead and do the same thing on the waist measurement. The waist measurement is 32. Here, 32 inches by 4, we have 8 inches. Then from here, remember here we'll mark out 1 inch in and 1 inch out, making 2 inches. So I'll go ahead and transfer it back here. After I must have transferred, then I'll just mark out my sewing allowance, 2.5 inches of sewing allowance. So after that, I'll connect all the lines together this way and this way. Okay, so this is what we have here. Then I'll go ahead and connect from this bust measurement. I'll connect it to this shoulder measurement. I'll make a slant off shoulder slant this way. See what? Then I'll go ahead now to cut out um, all the things we have drafted so far. So we are done with the markings. The shape have taken place, as you can see. Yeah, the bustier is ready. So I'll go ahead and cut it out. So, or should I go back to, let me go through what I've done so far. I said this one you minus 5 inches. I'll be minusing 5 inches for the this tutorial for the off shoulder. So this is minus 5 inches to shoulder to waist, 17 plus 1 inch of sewing allowance. Then you mark out your bust point, then your under bust measurement. This is the under bust line, this is the bust line. Then at the bust point, you come up by half inch, and you below bust point you also mark your half inches, in order for you not to have this sharp pointing bust here by the time you mark or you cut out. So that is why I have plain lines here. So then on this minus 5, I came in by half an inch, then and I marked 1.2 outside. Then here, sorry, this is my bust span. I use the bust span of 4.5, 8 inches divided by 2, plus half inch, making 4.5. So from here you mark it down to the waist line. So after done that, then you here I came in by 1.2 and out by 1.2. At the waistline I marked 1 inch on both sides. So that is what I did here. Then this is my shoulder measurement. So then this is my armhole measurement, minus 5. Then I have 8.5. Then I went ahead to add all my measurements. I added after I must have added. This is the result, the outcome. So I'll go ahead now to cut it and show us what it looks like. Okay, then let's cut. So you cut out this way. You cut it out this way. As you can see what I'm doing. Okay, this is my sweetheart neckline. You can use round neck. I use V neck. So this one is done here. Take out this thing. You can see I don't have this sharp pointing bust here because of the all thanks to the half inch above and half inch below the bust point. So I'm marking this way. I'm cutting. Yeah, this is the armhole, off shoulder armhole. Okay, I'm done with the cutting, and this is the finished look. This is how it is. As you can see, this is the wrong face and this is the right face of the fabric. Okay, we are done with this tutorial. Please, if you find this video very helpful, kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel and click the notification button to get notified whenever I upload videos, and also like and comment. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.